so excited to have my regular guest. I told you I just can't get enough of him. Mr. Ryan Conn back on the show. And as you all know, he was a police officer. He served, he did so much. And now he's into coaching and leadership and helping others. And his perspectives are just so profound. Every time I listen to him, I learn so much. And guess what? You will too today. He is truly going to light your fire and keep it burning. Hey, Ryan.
Well, howdy, howdy. Glad to be back, Vicki.
Well, I'm glad to have you, and I'm so glad you could join us again. I really want to focus on talking about the growth oriented mindset. We're going into 2025. People are trying to figure out, how do I grow? What do I do? How do I get things going? How am I able to make it happen this year? Where am I, what should I be doing next? So I definitely am excited about having the opportunity to explore this with you. A lot of our audience, as they're feeling stuck in their current situation and they feel like, I want to grow in 2025. I definitely want to thrive in 2025. I feel stuck. I'm a little bit stuck. I'm not sure exactly what to do. So, what are some of the small but impactful ways to start shifting toward that growth mindset if I just felt like I'm stuck and I'm not sure?
I love this question so much because a lot of who I am as a person and what I do, both professionally in either of the businesses or as a coach or through my community, is I almost have an obsession with trying to make myself better, make people around me better, just make conditions better for people. And this is a common problem. Everyone looks at themselves in the mirror and in some facet of life says, man, I should be doing better. Oh, I could be this, or I could lose weight, or I could get smarter, or I could make more money, or I could be a better pet owner, whatever it is. There are all these doubts that run through human minds all the time. And then we get in this rut, we get stuck. To point out your question, and the first thing that you can do to get yourself out from being stuck, okay? Think of this visual. Most people have probably at some point been stuck in the snow, stuck in the mud, something where your tires are spinning. You cannot get out of that. You rock back and forth. You do all the things you can do from inside the vehicle. What do you truly need to get unstuck? You need somebody to get out of the car and push. You need a second person. So if you are stuck on your goals, your growth mindset, your development of yourself, your business, your relationship, whatever it is, you need to share your vision of yourself with another person. After you clearly share that vision and get them brought into that vision, you have got to give them permission. You have to give them permission to be annoying, to poke and nudge and push you in the right direction. When you go to eat that little tub of ice cream, you have to give them permission to slap your hand and say, not today. You're working on your six pack, right? And you're going to go and you're going to bring somebody in there. So the only way you get stuck out of the mud is either got to call a professional tow truck, right? Or you got to get your buddy to get out and push. And so that's what you do. Share your vision and give them permission to be your annoying accountability partner.
Now, you know what? You bring up something that I talk about, as well, that I love that. And because I love your methodology, because I truly believe that we all need to have somebody. A coach needs a coach. Everybody needs a coach. Everybody needs a motivator. Everybody needs someone to be with them because let's face it, it's not easy. It's hard work. There's going to be ups and downs and valleys and things we have to overcome. And I usually, as I think about leadership, I think about your board of directors, those that are going to be sitting around the table that know you from many, many facets of your life. And they're there not to tell you did a good job because that's what you want to hear. They're there to be honest, give you true feedback, tell you when you're not doing well, push you, guide you, lead you. Why? Because they care about you. They love you and they care about you. So to your point, getting that person to push that car, they really want to help you. They really want to guide you. So I love that philosophy in terms of how we can make it happen and the things that we can do. How does having the right mindset contribute to doing that productivity and success, even when you have others around you.
So that board of advisors, I always tell people I have these 5 advisors that every truly influential person must have. And so having that board of advisors is really important, but having the growth mindset is the first and foremost thing. So I have something called the 5 M's that every successful business leader should have implemented and in place. And that starts with mindset. That is the first M. The mindset is to view yourself, your product, your service, your staff with value and purpose. I have value and I'm working towards a purpose. If I have the mindset that what I'm selling, doing, or possessing has value to someone out there, I can now work to get that value to grow and get into more people's lives. Then I can sit here and I can find ways to grow my value physically. I'm on a scale of 1 to 10, I may only be a 3 right now, but I know that I'm at least a 3 and I can impact 30%. I want to impact 40%, 50%. I want to work myself up to a 9 and eventually a 10 in my impact that I have. So your mindset then sets the rest of the journey for you being able to develop materials and products and services. It gets you the ability to go out and then gather materials and have methodology and set a method in place. This is how we're going to deliver our value, create our value, and serve our products. And then you have to have the mentorship. I'm going to teach other people how to do the same thing, to be my replacement, to grow and further in their positions. And then you have the measured growth. We're going to measure all the time. We're not going to grow too fast. We're certainly not going to grow too slow, but we're going to measure and pace ourselves and set key indicators. By this time next year, you're going to have this certification. You're going to be in this role. You're going to serve this many clients. Our revenue is going to be here. And you set those things in place. But without a mindset of seeing yourself with value and purpose, none of that will come to fruition.
That's so true. And the other thing that I think, even as you were articulating that, as you look at that holistically, we talk about, helping individuals with growth and development. It is so important. I don't care whether you work in a company, whether you have a steady job, just a regular, if you have a steady role, if you are managing people or not. But the one thing that we always have to think about is that succession plan. It could be the succession plan for what's going to happen even in my own household. Well, how are things going to progress? How am I putting things in place to prepare the next people, the person that's in the house to continue to move forward? How are we growing even personally, right? For ourselves, and how are we growing others? And I think it's so interesting when you make that parallel of mindset, because mindset goes both professionally and personally. You got to have the right mindset to evolve and to not be stuck, even if we feel stuck personally, right? You got a family, you want to do some things, and you feel like, God, we're just in routine. We're just in rut. How do I get out of that? So I'd love to get your perspective on getting out of that rut and that mindset, even when it's personal. How do you begin to grow and to develop so you're getting that balance of professional and personal?
On the personal level, again, I think there's a lot of overlap. So again, still getting somebody in on your vision. Like if I wanted to make what would seem like a drastic change of myself, I'd bring my wife in on it. Hey, babe, I've been looking at doing these things. Can you help me? Here's the exact vision of how I see myself. Will you help me get there? Will you be my backstop so I don't slip and go backwards, then push me forward? The other thing is get somebody to go along that journey with you. Hey, I'm in a rut. And let's go along the physical. Hey, it's beginning of the year resolutions. Everybody wants to lose weight, get in shape, right? Let's just take that category and say, hey, I want to get in weight. You're going to get a million times more success out of your exercise program if you're going to the gym with a partner, if you have a gym buddy, and just waking up early in the morning and tying your shoelaces because your buddy's going to be at the gym waiting on you and you don't want to let them down is a heavy, awesome weight that gets you motivated and in the gym. And not every workout's going to be your best workout. And yes, you will get sick. You will be on vacation. But guess what? Running and push-ups and sit-ups are free. So even though you're not lifting weights, you're out on there. You better be running up and down the beach, right? And so stop making the excuses. pre-plan it and have it somebody to go along the journey with you. So not just the backstop partner, that's one, but have somebody side by side to go along the journey with you. Hey, I want to learn a second language. Let's learn French together, right? And start taking French lessons. And if you can get out of the rut by bringing somebody with you, they're going to be elevated as well. And so you can start layering these things. Now, take that to the professional level. Hey, we want to be $1 million business, a $10 million business, $100 million business. Okay. Hey, buddy of mine that's in a different industry. Let's hold each other accountable. Let's push and let's make each other take those calculated risks that we're afraid of. And we're going to grow and we're going to be bazillionaires together, right? Take somebody along with you on that journey. And it's going to be a lot more fulfilling of a journey as well.
You know what, Ryan? You said something that's really resonating and is so powerful. It's always great when you take a partner with you, when you're working with someone, when you're side by side with someone to hold you accountable as you move forward. I'd love to get your perspective on an inspiring story that has inspired you of someone that really transformed their mindset and achieved their great goals that they were looking to do.
So I'll give you a great example of somebody that's in the process right now, making great gains. So I've been a wrestling coach for about 3.5, 4 years now. And 3 years ago, there was a wrestler who just had the mindset. Okay. And he had a lot of self-doubt, wasn't having a lot of success, was an early wrestler in his career. When you're an early wrestler, you get your head kicked in a bunch, right? You lose, but you win what you can. And the second year, hey, let's go second year, realistic expectations. Let's have a better than 500 record. Let's just win more than we lose. And they did it. And then this year, let's be a force to dominate with. But in order to do that, you're going to have to go lift weights. You're going to have to change your diet. You're going to get on top of your sleeping schedule, get rid of other distractions in your life. And we're going to layer these things. And we wrote them down and he journaled. And we journaled wrestling camps and new moves. And I said, you got to get extra training in before practice. I tell these kids, if you show up to practice and you do everything that me and the other coaches on the staff tell you to do, we will make you good. And if you work really hard, we'll make you very good. But only you can make you great. Okay. And so you have to do the extras, the before, the after, the diet, the sleep, the extra weightlifting, the extra conditioning. You have to do those things. I can make you really good if you give me your all, but only you can make you great. So this year he's 27-3. Okay. And he is a force to be reckoned with. And he's ranked number 5 in the state. Okay. And so we're looking at this year, state placing, next year, state champion. And with that mentorship and that drive and that mindset and the plan and the path, he's having that success and he's doing all of the changes we mentioned on today's episode.
Fantastic. What a great story to share because he stuck with it. He went through the trials and the tribulations to use it to grow. Oh, that was awesome, Ryan. I appreciate that and something that we all can relate to as we continue to move forward. We're going to take a station break and we'll be right back. And Ryan, when we come back, I really want to talk about how do we turn these goals into real action. We'll be right back.